Welcome back, everybody. 1 second. Monterey, Joe Slom, Bobby Rogers, Francis, Deb, Tammy, Sam, Casimiro, Kathy, Hannah, Ellie, Michael, Crystal, Kathy, Ghost, welcome. Let's get on the road, guys. On the road again. Welcome, mods. Oh, Uncle Bill, Mike, Mama Rita, Karen, Trina over in Rumble. Hello, hugs to you too. Smokey, welcome. All right, guys, let's hit the road. I'm about 1 hour in, a little bit over an hour into the drive, about close to a 4-hour drive. So we're all depends on traffic. I was gonna hold off to the morning, but I was like, no, let's get on the road. Where we're going? We're going down south. So we got driving chat right now. Once I get to the San Diego area, Tijuana area, I'm gonna head over to the border wall. We've been there multiple times. That's where the NGOs had that little free swap me, what I call it, the little canopies and all that set up. It was just 100 days of the administration, and I want to see if the NGOs are still being able to do their thing here in San Diego. Then from there, I'm gonna go get some rest for the night. I'm tired. I slept about 6 hours. Had to catch up a lot of assignments with my daughters. So with my daughter, the youngest one, she was falling a little bit behind in schools, but we sat down at the table and she saw caught up, which is a great thing. And then I left home about 6 o'clock, 6:10. But then tomorrow, guys, we have a very busy day of streaming. I'll be over at the Charlie Kirk event at San Diego University of San Diego. That's where I was at last year around this time too, because I got a notification last year, and I didn't get a notification as I was booking the room for the night. It popped up that last year I stayed in that location. 1 second. Last year, May the 3rd through the 5th. Seems like old times? Yeah, seems like old times. So, I'll be at the University of San Diego tomorrow for the Charlie Kirk event. I'm going to get there a little bit early. I'm pretty sure there'll be protesters out there. It's a very liberal university. So, we'll see if any of those protesters come out and try to cause trouble. So, we'll do that. And then I'll make my way back into the OC or Los Angeles area for a afternoon protest that they have planned tomorrow for May Day. Yeah, there'll be a lot of protests tomorrow. A lot. I still haven't decided which one I'm going to, but there's lots of options in the San Diego, Orange County area, Santa Ana. So we'll see. But for tonight, we have a drive. I'm about 2.5 hours, 3 hours, depending on traffic lights. Depending on traffic on the highway. But tonight, once I get down to the San Diego, we're going straight to the border wall and see what the border wall looks like. Let's see if those tents, those canopies are still up. Let's see if the NGOs are still running. And if they are, then it's time to get clips and start asking questions. So start sending all those clips over to where they need to go. Billy Bob, and welcome everybody. I didn't get a chance to say hello to you. My eyes are on the road. Might run to the NGO Karen tonight. No, the Karen NGOs are not there at nighttime. Well, I mean, from the times I've been there, I've never seen NGOs at night. They're usually there in the mornings, during the day. So, stop for iced coffee. Do I think martial law is incoming? You know what? I have not gotten a chance to read the bill everybody's talking about. I might do it tonight. I know some people are saying that the new bill, 60 days, declares martial law, but that's a lot of the left media. I haven't gotten a chance to read the bill to even make a suggestion on it or comment on it. It's been just work, stream, work, family, stream, work. Sounds busy, yeah. I worked 11 hours last night. So I didn't leave work until about 6 a.m. this morning. Went home, woke up at noon, picked up the girls. It was payday, so they were wanting to go shopping for some shoes. Ran over to the mall, grabbed them some shoes. They were happy, and then it was homework time with them. So that was the most important part, catching them up on their assignments. They're all caught up now, and their grades should be back to normal, good grades, after tomorrow. Joe, you have your battery packs? Yes, I do have battery packs. I packed very light. It was just battery packs and the phone. No other equipment. Matter of fact, I got to order a new battery pack. I busted one at the other protest. I always drop them and they bust open and they quit working. You bring pepper spray? Nah, I don't need pepper spray. That's why when they come up to me and try to argue with me and try to get me engaged, I don't comment. It's not because I don't want to give them my point of view, because it's pointless you trying to give them your point of view when they're stuck in their ways, and no matter what I say, it's going to change their mind, besides just get them rowdy with me. That's why I never act like an activist at any of the events I go to. My job and my sole purpose is just to go out there, bring you guys coverage of what's happening, how they're acting, what's going on. That's why I'm out there. Jeffrey. How's it going? Alrighty. Ooh, this is nice Stingray body, huh? Little 60 Corvette. Yeah. Where's my car, people? What year is this Stingray? It's a real nice vehicle. If you're passing through LA and catch the pursuit, would be hilarious. I will be in LA here in the next 50 minutes or 40 minutes. We should be driving through downtown LA. '71. '76 Corvette, says Mike. '60s Patriot, how's it going? Denise Green. Welcome. We're heading down to San Diego tonight. We'll be at the border wall in San Diego tonight, just for not long, just for a quick update. I just want to see if the NGO tents are still up there. And then after that, tomorrow morning I'll be over at the Charlie Kirk event, and then we'll be at a protest tomorrow night. I don't know what protest yet. There's lots of them going on because it's May Day, and we'll see. Tina, welcome. So I booked a room for the night over here. I was no late to come in the morning, but I was like, nah, because I was gonna catch all the morning traffic. So after a long day, I was getting pretty tired. I was like, do I really want to drive tonight or not? I was like, you know what? It's better to drive tonight. Get to the place, sleep a good 8 hours. And then get up and be fresh for the morning instead of having to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning and drive earlier just to beat traffic. Because if I was to leave my house yesterday, man, can't think straight. If I was to leave my house tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., I would have caught all the morning work traffic, rush hour. It would have been bad. All these protests are silly. Yeah. the United States. That's what we have the freedom to do as we wish, as long as they stay peaceful. Sadly, a lot of times they do not stay peaceful. But if they were in a lot of other countries, the government wouldn't put up with half the stuff these people do. Because some of them are woohoo. Guess what I bought, guys? To eat with my coffee. Lori, nice to see you. Yeah, I'm gonna be there early. The Charlie Kirk event starts at noon, but I'm gonna be there about 10:30 a.m. Expect me to go live anywhere between 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. because I'm pretty sure the protesters, which I'm pretty sure are gonna show up, will be there an hour early. Yes, donuts. Oh, somebody told me not to call them donuts. The mini chocolate covered donuts. For like 3 weeks straight already, I've just been craving them. I don't know why. Chris, nice to see you over on Facebook. Julius, welcome. And anybody else I missed, I do apologize, but welcome. So I got, excuse me, I'm talking with my mouth stuff. Dunkin' in my coffee. I have not tried that yet. Maybe it's some other time when I'm able to do it right. But I got a room nearby, so I should be up early and on campus early, because I don't want to miss nothing if something happens earlier. Awesome, thank you all, Uncle Bill. I like to eat, John, in Chula Vista, at the Guadalajara Birria and Menudo. I think that's what it's called. Well, let me rephrase that. I used to like going there. The last two times I went there, the Menudo wasn't as good. Traffic is light right now, yes, because we're still in the Burbank area. Hopefully, once we get into the downtown area, all the rush hours over 8 p.m., so it should be good. Where's there? Yeah, on Broadway and G Street. I used to love going there, but the last 2 times, I don't know, it wasn't as good as the first 4 or 5 times. They changed the cook. The menudo was not as clean as the other times. Thank you, John. I'll be pretty tight this time, but maybe on their future trip down here. driving in a, I forgot what year is this vehicle. 2018 Toyota RAV4. Red beaner? No more beans. Anytime we call the vehicle a bean, it doesn't end good. You have a Toyota 2015 RAV4. Anyone here remember the black bean? Sad times. I used to love the black bean. That thing was so great on fuel. Talking about fuel, man, I'm still upset that we haven't, I don't know about you guys in your state, but I just pumped at $4.49 a gallon right now. When I started the stream, I topped off $4.49 a gallon. And once I make it into San Diego, it's going to be about 5 something a gallon. Fuel prices need to start dropping. Half of it has to do with California. Way overtaxed on fuel, our state taxes. Montana. Yeah. $2.45 in Mississippi. Must be nice. The worst part for us here in Bakersfield is we have all this oil rigs around us. We have refineries in town, and somehow we still pay one of the most expensive prices at the pump. Make it make sense. Rogers, welcome to the Rumble sign. J Cutie, welcome. 49 in North San Diego. X. What a Richard driver, thank you. So this is Burbank, California, guys. Burbank, California. Good evening, Tammy. Yeah, we were in Burbank. We're passing Burbank right now. I'll tell you one thing that's very upsetting for me right now is, where is the Epstein files? What happened from going from we're about to release everything to, all right, let's forget about the Epstein files? Didn't key witnesses, yeah, some of the key witnesses just died from suicide, right? Well, that's what they said. Hey, what's up, Brother Burr? Yeah, that's one thing that's very upsetting. Do we have to replace those we put into office, or those that were put into the positions such as Pam? I mean, where's Kash Patel? He had more than enough time already. Let's get those files. Let's release everything we have. Let's start arresting all these people. Thank you, brother. You want real persecution? Yeah. I mean, you're gonna tell me that nobody has been arrested on that list besides Epstein and besides Giselle? Yeah, very much an L for Pam and very much an L for Patel. You know, I was driving without my lights. I was like, wait a minute, why is my light so dim? Man, I must have a good vision. There we go. I was like, it's starting to get darker and darker and my lights ain't working that good. Well, welcome to downtown Los Angeles area. I'm very creepy. You're very, very creepy, man. Gracie, how's it going? It takes time for so many. Epstein is on back burner. I will have to agree and disagree with you, Uncle Bill, because they have those files. It's not something that happened 2 months ago. Everything has been gone through, and especially when Kash Patel took the position, he should have gone straight into those files, open up, and if most of the stuff was destroyed, we'll start arresting the prior people working in his position for destroying evidence. Nobody has been arrested yet, whether evidence was destroyed or evidence is still there. I think arrests should start happening 2-3 weeks after Kash Patel took his role. Especially when Pam went on Fox saying, "Oh, I have the files. We're going to release them tomorrow morning." And they made a big deal at the White House. They invited so many influencers that went to the White House, and everybody was handed the first part, what they call part 1. And part 2, part 3, part 4 is nowhere to be found. And that happened, about over a month ago now? So yeah, arrest 1000% agree, Uncle, but arrest should happen once we first heard of the Epstein. Absolutely right. And that's what I'm saying. If evidence was destroyed to hide or to get rid of evidence that would incriminate so many people in high ranking, so many powerful, rich people, then we should start arresting everybody who was involved in destroying evidence, and they should be in jail. Oh, that's another one. Thank you for reminding me. The J6 videos. You're right. Tucker had them, and only one show has been done. So that part is like, man, because yeah, Pam just likes to be on camera on Fox. I mean, we're doing so good and other stuff like the terrorists and all that. We're doing so good. I was just reading earlier how Amazon was gonna start putting the prices on terrorists, on how much they're paying extra, and they should, because it shows the people that we could buy American. We don't go buy Chinese, and we're not paying for it. The people are paying, because they've been trying to twist it up, saying, "Well, look, you guys are going to pay for it." No, we're not going to pay for it. That's the companies importing. If they want to import from China, let them pay the hefty price. I could choose to buy American, and I'll pay the American price. agree with you. America does not need China. China needs America. What I think President Trump's doing with the tariffs is 100% great. Man, this coffee was strong. It got me wide awake now. And the coffee worked better than the Red Bull. Take what's up? Ooh, I gotta go down here. We're passing downtown Los Angeles right now, guys. Right behind us. It splits into I-10, I-5, and California Highway 60. Oh, my trucker. Oh, look. Is this where the chase is at? Because Highway Patrol has this blocked off here, guys. So Highway Patrol has the off-ramp to 60 East Pomona shut down right now. For those of you that say there was a chase going on. Right there. Oh no, that's somebody just walking down. What? They have a transient just walking along, and the motorcycle officer is telling them to get off the highway. No, they were just trying to get a transient, a pedestrian out of the highway before he gets hit and ran over. Once we get out of this area, which is all these little towns, or not little towns, cities after downtown Los Angeles, once we make it into Orange County, the freeways, the interstate looks a lot better. past the 6th Street Bridge back there. How many hours do I sleep each night? About 6. Usually get to bed about 8 a.m. A little bit before 8 a.m. and I'm up by, excuse me, 2 p.m. To pee, Brian Glock? Well, here, let me push you out of the vehicle and catch up to us when you're done. Got a scanner program for LA. Happy hump day. What's Cinco de Mayo weekend on? That's what I was thinking right now. Canelo's probably fighting this weekend. He usually fights Cinco de Mayo weekend, and then he fights on Mexican Independence Day weekend, which is usually September, mid-September. 2 weeks ago, last week, when he came down to Bakersfield for the Bernie and AOC rally they had. Ago, Joe, I would take you all day to program. It would take you all day to program. No, my scanner the digital scanner. All I gotta do is bust out the laptop and just pull up whatever I need to, copy it over to the SD card, and it's good to go. It's actually pretty fast, the scanner I have. What's the issue? My lungs are still in the hospital. Hoping to go home tomorrow. I need prayers. I need prayers for you, Amy. M. Duffy. Sorry to hear that. Blue Dog, nice to see you. So everybody keeps M. Duffy in your prayers, guys. She's in the hospital. Long-time viewer over on Facebook. As a matter of fact, let me see. And also, keep my mom in your prayers. I just got a text message. She's on her way to the hospital right now with very high blood pressure. So keep my mama in your prayers, guys. My daughter just texted me that my sister just picked them up. Picked her up to take her to the ER. Yay for traffic, huh? GPS says we have about 7 more minutes of traffic and then we're good to go. Uh-oh, somebody's in trouble. not doing calls, not right now. Drive and chat. We're going down to San Diego. that police bus running code? Huh. I can get a chance. By the time I looked that way, I had gone by. Hi, Cuff. Nice to see you. Almost looked like it was a bus running code. chase the troublemakers in the house. We're heading to, for those of you just joining, guys, I'm heading down to San Diego right now. I'm about, and according to GPS, an hour and 39 minutes away from San Diego. Once I get into San Diego, I'm gonna head out to the border wall, the part where I have been multiple times. I'm just curious to see if those NGO tents, those canopies that had all that free stuff, are still there. We'll get a quick, very quick update on that. And let's see if there's any clothes on the floor and so forth, to see if people are still crossing there. From there, I'm gonna get some rest for the night. Then tomorrow morning, I will be live from the University of San Diego at the Charlie Kirk event. We'll see if any protesters, which I'm pretty sure protesters will be there, show up. See if they'll try to shut it down. After that, I'll head back into the Los Angeles area for the May Day protest. So busy day tomorrow with live streaming. There's several protests happening from San Diego, well, pretty much everywhere in the United States tomorrow. Every year, it's always May Day, May the 1st. Tomorrow, anywhere between 10:30 a.m. The event starts at noon. But if there's correction, man, I can't even talk that. If they are planning a protest, and if they are planning to protest the Charlie Kirk event, the protesters will start showing up about an hour before 11, maybe an hour and a half before. That's the way they do it. If something is planned at 5, they'll show up an hour before. I'm not ignoring you, trying to keep my eyes on the road. Cindy Chase, if you ask something, do apologize. I look down every once in a while and look right back up, so whatever I catch a chance to read, I read it. We're doing great, Cindy. My mom was on her way to the hospital right now, though. My daughter texted me saying that my oldest sister picked her up and was taking her to the hospital for her blood pressure was very high. So keep her in your prayers. Thank you, Ayanka. Welcome, John. Yeah, Lisa Williams. I'll be at the wall once I get there. We're going straight to the wall before I cut off for the night. I just want to get a quick update of what it looks like if the NGOs have been forced out of there. If not, why they haven't been forced out of there. We could get some clips and send them out. We won't be long there at the wall. Just a quick update. I figure we're down here, I'm close by, why not drive the extra 15-20 minutes to get there. Thank you, Blue Dog. Love your Funko, Joe. And waffles, awesome. I gotta do another Funko. Maybe this time we could do me and the wife together. We'll do them for our Christmas event for fundraising. We'll do a me and the wife together sign to raise money for the kids again. With Chucky, I don't think you're allowed to put Chucky in there. You guys see how once we enter into Orange County, how wide the interstate gets, how nice it looks? That's because all this money coming from Disneyland, Texas, Knott's Berry Farm, they pay for all this. south, not home. We're heading south. Oh, there's a barbecue place I love to eat down here. The smoky ribs, the amazing ribs, somewhere down the line. Their food, the barbecue's delicious. I'm teasing myself because it's probably close by now. Going to San Diego. Yes, we're in Orange County right now. We are entering Irvine, guys. Irvine, California. Very nice, beautiful city in California. Very expensive too. I wish I could afford to live in like Irvine, places like that. We're nearby the beach. The Diamond Point. Oh, that's the carpool lane. Dip on seafood, yeah. I've been craving a shrimp boil or a crab boil. Hopefully something decent's open tonight after I'm done. I only had breakfast, so. Oh, there's a good taco shop down here. Tacos El Gordo. Pretty much translates into Fat Boy Tacos. Imagine a fat boy going to the Fat Boy Taco shop. Yeah. Blue Dog, thank you for that. Yeah, McDonald's. I will only do McDonald's when it's like the last thing. No other options. Tacos El Gordo's real good but pricey. Yeah, cause like $4 a taco. It ends up being like $20 meal. Joe, you aren't fluffy. I'm still very fluffy. I still gotta lose another 100 pounds. Or more than 100 pounds, I think. Joe, no, actually, I still have donuts left. Shockingly. Surprise. I'm telling you, the coffee I drank got me on a good one. Didn't they put crack in that coffee? Usually all the donuts would have been gone by now, but no. I'm just like white alert, not hungry no more. Somebody come and test my coffee, make sure there's no narcotics in it. Usually I'll drink a Red Bull, Monster, and go right through the donuts like nothing. It'll make me come up there. Yeah, I gotta lose over 100 pounds, Francis. When I met my wife, I used to weigh 215 pounds, guys. 215. I was well, I'm still the same height. 6'3", 215 pounds. I look real thin. Now, I don't even want to say how much I weigh. Gotta hit up the Marisco spots. Yeah. How long ago was that? That was 2008. Yeah, 7. Look, I gotta lose a lot. Carnivore diet. Yeah. Which I gotta lose 100 pounds by November. You work out your jaws on taco. Which I think is doable. 20 pounds per month. Well, let me update this real quick. M. Duffy, good night. Prayers for you. Hopefully you're able to be discharged from the hospital tomorrow. What up, Danny? Headed to San Diego. Lost 130. You guys sent me those videos. Oh, Uncle Bill, you've been talking about that for a while. Actually, I was very thin in high school. No, in high school, I averaged weight about 260, 265, so I wasn't thin. 215 makes me look very thin. Princess Danny's in the house. Everybody say hi, Princess Danny. Actually, I was chubby in middle school, junior high. And then drop high school. No, we gotta say hi, Princess Danny. Not hi, Danny. We gotta say hi, Princess Danny. Chase. All right, Cindy Chase going on timeout. $6'2", 175. Man, that's thin. Very thin. When I was 215, I was wearing size medium or large for shirts. And the thing I would say, I got down to 36 in jeans. Cindy G. Good night, Danny. Have fun at work in the morning. I'm so glad I drove tonight. I started driving. I was getting tired after the long day. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to bed, wake up at 4 in the morning. But I would have caught all the morning rush hour. It would have been very bad and frustrating. update on ETA. So we're about an hour and 25 minutes to the border wall. 1 hour and 25 minutes to go. And about less than an hour to San Diego. Which I'm making very good time. Traffic was not too bad. We only had 2 slowdowns and that's it. Crystal, good night. I gotta take a call, guys. 1 second. Unmute real quick. It's 9:09 here, yeah. Damn it. You have a good one. Station in Camp Pendleton. Yeah. Coming up to it. Oh, it's a Camp Pendleton. The other one. apparel makers leaving. Who's leaving? Not running calls. I'm on my way to San Diego. Road trip. Hey, there's my beautiful wife over on Twitch. You too, babe. Love you. What's happening in San Diego tonight? Nothing much. I'm just gonna run over to the wall, get an update what the wall looks like. The NGO stuff is still out there. Tomorrow, Charlie Kirk event is hosting an event at the University of San Diego. I'm gonna go out there and cover that, see if any protesters show up and so forth. And then tomorrow night, we'll be covering some protests for the May Day annual protests that happens each year on May Day, which is May the 1st. Karen, where has the year gone? Already May the 1st tomorrow. Yikes. guess there'll be some spots that will be buffering, dead zones, dead spots. Welcome everybody just tuning in and where we're going tonight. We're driving down to San Diego for the night. And before I end the stream, I'm gonna head out to the border wall. Been there multiple times already in the past. A little quick update to see if the NGOs are still being allowed to be out there. After that, I'm gonna cut off for the night. Tomorrow, I'll be at the University of San Diego covering the Charlie Kirk event. And then tomorrow night, that's going on around noon. And then tomorrow evening, we'll be back in the LA area for a protest. You guys want to know what's crazy? That the Border Patrol checkpoints still haven't opened up here. Good night. There's nothing much going on at the border right now. Like I was saying, there's nothing much going on at the border right now. The border's pretty much secure, or at least they're not opening the border gates for them. Yeah, but it's the border, it's the military. Oh, the military is now down here. Only places that has military still is Texas, or the only place that ever had military is Texas National Guard. There's California National Guard out here, but not stationed at the border. Yeah, I guess in the buffers in some spots here, just dead spots. Nothing we could do about it. We're out in the middle of nowhere right now, near Oceanside now. Rogue RR, welcome. Here's Camp Pendleton. Sometimes some of the smaller grocery stores, they have those 40-pound boxes for $19.99, so it comes out to about 50 cents per pound right now. You can get beef right now over here for at $3.99 a pound. That's not your steaks though. That's just like taco meat and stuff. Ribs that are pretty expensive right now, like $3.79, but there's this store that every once a month or maybe once every 2 months they run sales for like $1.99 a pound. That just because you have to go looking for the sales. If you go to walk into like a regular Walmart store or something, you end up paying like $7 a pound for beef. It's got budgeted out. Look at the ads, see what store is running what specials that week, and that's where you go. Yeah, like last time we bought drumsticks. It was a box of 40 pounds of drumsticks for $19.99. That lasted us a while. And then they ran a sale of the leg quarters, which is the drumstick with the thigh. And 40 pounds of that was $29.99, which is pretty good. Then they ran a sale for taco meat that was $3.99, and we got a whole bunch of that. right here they call it taco meat. It's pretty much chopped up beef, usually from a clawed steak or from a chuck roast. They chop it up into taco pieces. Once you cook it up, it comes out like taco meat, not ground beef. Just regular street taco meat. Chuck roast is good, yeah. Shut around the whole Sam's Club, yeah. There's a groceries or meat market close by, about 20 minutes away where we live from, 25, that always is running great deals. It's like wholesale prices. So that's what we do. Whenever something goes on sale pretty cheap, we buy like a whole bunch of it, and then my wife puts it away in smaller packages, and it lasts us a while. You can spend like $150, $200, but then you have enough meat for like the whole month. Whether it be chicken, beef, pork, and we eat whatever's on sale. That's good, big tip. Very good. It's like the people that pay like what, $100 a pound for Wagyu. It's crazy. spot where our Y vehicle broke down last time. Good thing for AAA. Well, I said what it cost me an arm and a leg to get it back to Bakersfield. But they told me from here all the way to Bakersfield at no cost, well, besides the yearly membership. AAA is so worth it, guys. I actually just renewed it 2-3 days ago. It was $120 something dollars, $119, $120. A year. And your first tow is up to 200 miles. Have like 4 or 5 tows a year. And the tow truck driver told me that day, yeah, if you ever need to go like 400 miles, just tell your tow truck driver to drop you off at the 199 mile, and then call AAA again, and then they can move you another 100 miles. And if you still gotta go a little bit more, have the tow truck driver drop you off at the 99 mile mark. And then you can call once again and get another tow truck for 99 more miles until you get home. I was like, nice to know. That's what the tow truck driver told me. Sounds like it'll take all day to do that. But you want to know how much they charge per mile after they pick you up? It's like $15 a mile. I think he said like $17 a mile. So say you gotta go 100 miles, 7 times 17, that's 1,700. I'll wait 2 days to get home if I'm gonna save all that money. I can't remember if he told me that his company charged like $15 or $17 per mile after your AAA runs out, because they gotta drive all the way back. It's like when the cops take away the vehicles, they impound the vehicles and say there's like a 5-day hold on the vehicle. That person, when he goes and picks up their vehicle, it's like $1,000 bill. I think it's like $220 a day. It's crazy expensive. Get an updated ETA, guys, what we're looking at. We're 45 minutes, 50 minutes until we're at the border wall. Oceanside already. I might be in Oceanside. Coming up on Santa Fe Drive, whatever that is. Del Mar area, maybe? up in Del Mar area. Del Mar. Del Mar racetrack. What time of the year it is? No, Del Mar racetrack is shut down right now. They're over in Santa Anita. Oh, wait a minute. No, they might be open right before the Kentucky Derby's coming up. So I think Del Mar opens up like a couple of weeks before the Kentucky Derby. And welcome to San Diego, guys. San Diego. It's a beautiful track. I've been to the Del Mar track. Hurt from sitting down. There's a guy waving at people and passing cars in Bakersfield. Nothing new in Bakersfield. Sucks. What's the horse name? Cindy Chase. Sounds like you have a bad wheel bearing. Why? Because I'm going. Man, just remember when I had to replace the wheel bearing and the black beam like twice during the convoy? That sucked. The second time, who fixed it? Eric fixed it the second time. Or the first time he fixed it and I had to get it redone in Hagerstown. Or something like that. I'll stop. Yeah, we're going to Hagerstown. On my way to Hagerstown, Hagerstown, Hagerstown. going to bed. Good night. Anybody know any old time tunes? Old time tunes. Tomorrow will be in this area, guys. Tomorrow, right here, UC San Diego. I just love the weather here. 60 degrees outside. Whew, so nice. I could go for a walk on the beach right now. Yeah. Oh yeah. On the road again. On the road again. Bum, 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 bum. There's the bridge to the University of California, San Diego up there. Come back this way in a bit. Taco. I wonder what time at Tacos El Gordo closes. Carne asada fries. I'm not a big fan of carne asada fries. Talking about birds, you want to know what I want? I want an African gray, the parrots. That way I could train it to talk and bring them on the stream. That'd be cool. Imagine get a parrot. He'll be my ride along. I'll teach him how to talk smack to Brian Glock. That'll be some funny stuff. I've been on the road for 3 hours, almost 4 hours. Roberto's Taco Shop is your spot. Is it better than Tacos El Gordo? But I like the TJ style tacos. It has to have guacamole on my tacos. For me, it's a must. For those of you just joining right now, wondering where we're going tonight, we're heading out to the border wall for a very quick update. I just want to go check out to see if the NGO tents are still up there, the canopies with all the free stuff is still there. Then from there, I'm cutting off for the night. Then tomorrow, I'll be at the University of San Diego for the Charlie Kirk event. I'm pretty sure he's going to have protesters there about an hour before he shows up, protesting his appearance, protesting his presence on campus. University of San Diego was where they had those encampments last year. We were down here last year around this time, May, which will be May tomorrow, before officers moved in and kicked them out, made some arrests. So that's tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow night, evening, I'll be heading back into the Los Angeles, Orange County. Do not know yet what protest I'm heading to, but tomorrow is May Day, May the 1st, where there's going to be many protests happening across the nation. So, busy day tomorrow. You prefer tacos El Gordo? Okay. Coming into downtown San Diego right now, guys. It's a very nice part of San Diego. No, I have not heard anything regarding my mom yet. Once I cut off for the night, I'm going to get on the phone with her, Chris. I figure it's going to take them a while. By the time they see her, they start running blood work on her, monitoring her. Last year, she went through a time like this where her blood pressure was above 180, 190. I think my daughter said that it was near the 200s earlier when my sister picked her up. So hopefully they're able to control her blood pressure, which 180, 190, 200 is not good whatsoever. Not good at all. The crazy part that my mom takes care of herself very, very good when it comes to eating and healthy eating is. So I'm shocked why she's suffering with high blood pressure. Thank you, darling. ended up in Barrio Logan, which is not a good area. Also, National City is not a good area. I stayed at one of the hotels before in National City. It was not good whatsoever. The hotel itself was not bad. Just the area was horrible. Talk about lotless or city here. Don't stay in nasty city. Well, at the time, the first time I came down here, it was like the cheapest spot to stay. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay there. It was through Wyndham Hotels. And like I said, the hotel itself was not dirty and beat down. It's just the area was not good. My vehicle was gonna get robbed or something. I jacked already. The hotel. Thank you all, Uncle Bill, for the sale. The hotel in Jacumba was horrible, but that's the only hotel in Jacumba. But it was right here at one of these hotels here. I stayed at which one was it? The Roadway Inn. It's part of the Wyndham Hotels. It was like $99 at the time. And for San Diego, hotels are super expensive. So I was like, you know what? 99 bucks, 115 or 120 with tax. But now I'll prefer to pay the $30, $40 extra and get out of the hood. My wife, last time she came down with me was in January. I stopped in National City and we were getting fuel at the AM/PM, and she was like, "What the heck was that?" So a big lot lizard came out from the AM/PM store as she was waiting for me in the car. Should be at the border, guys, like in 15 minutes. But one thing I did notice in National City, there's a lot of cops. I mean, like a lot, and they're hiding, like in they're parked in different streets to stage. Each street's your exit, coming right up on it. I didn't realize after driving I was like, you know what, La Jolla area is going to be like a 20-minute drive to the border. No, it's like a 30-minute drive to the border. It sucks. I drive 30 minutes back right now. anyways, it's still worth it because I'm curious, and I'm pretty sure you guys are curious to find out too if the NGOs are still allowed to be set up at the border wall. The cops in the national city will ticket you for the slightest. Yeah, it's a good thing. I mean, it might be the safest place right now, national city, with all those cops. We'll find out right now. We're not too far away. It's gotta make it down to Dairy Mart Road. Raisins and coleslaw? What? I don't know about that one, Naomi. I have had coleslaw many times, and never have I had it with raisins. Once we exit here, guys, we're gonna go through an area that's in a buffer for half a minute or so. It'll fix itself. We'll be back once we make it to the border wall. If I don't make it back, I was abducted by aliens. Vanilla ice cream. Oh, you're talking about rompope con. I think we should nominate Naomi to go to one of those Food Network's cooking shows. Naomi should go represent us. it's gonna start buffering up ahead here, but once I make it to the wall, it'll fix itself. I should be at the wall here in 3 minutes or so, or less. Gandalf over on Rumbo, Sugar Bear on Rumbo, to the border wall, then to the taco truck. The city ahead with all those lights, that's Mexico. That's Tijuana, Baja California. That's TJ, Tijuana. That's Mexico, Mexico. Building stuff here now. Oh, check this out, guys. They're gonna build more wall. Awesome. So for our longest, we can't go in there because of construction now. And the tents are getting removed. Right there, guys. The only thing left is that small little camp, which will probably be gone soon. But everything else is gone. And here's for the longest, remember, there was just that big wall. And then it got narrow here. Well, guess what? The materials here. Let me see. So they have the material. Does it say no trespassing? No. So look at that. That's the wall panels pre-made already, which will be going up to finish this part of the wall. No, we're not getting no more dogs. So there's your update, guys. Let's go up here. I know we can't go up there, but for the longest, guys, for those of you that have been watching the channel for a long time, right, this place here was full of canopies, just like that one. And I have footage when those canopies had chargers for them, it had food for them, it had a kitchen, so much stuff, cigarettes and all that. That's gone. Their horse trailer that was out here for those is gone too. So yeah, this is the border wall into Mexico, and they used to come around down this side here because there used to be gaps in the wall, but all that is getting fixed, guys. President Trump is going to work. Well, not him. He's in command, getting people out here to work. No more NGO tent city besides that one. I'm pretty sure that one's probably much empty already. They got kicked out. When was the last time I was down here? Remember the beginning of February, right? Was it towards the end of January, beginning of February? It was like a week into when President Trump took office. All this was still going. There were still people showing up. No, it's gone. I wonder if the dog's gonna bite me if I get down. I don't want to risk a dog bite. So when President Trump had like a week in office, all this stuff was still here. So there's our update, guys. Good things are coming. I actually thought that was going to show up and that there's still going to be NGOs out here since it's California. But no. I'm not afraid of the dogs. I just don't want to get bitten by a dog. It's different between being afraid and having to smack a dog, nor afraid not to bite you. So all this is construction area now. I don't even see Border Patrol up here no more. All right, need to go get some sleep. So there's your quick update, guys. I'm actually happy. I'm pretty sure you guys are happy that things are getting done as promised. How many of you guys are shocked or surprised that it's getting done this fast? Especially building the wall part. Especially that part. They have all the material out here. You guys know that in Yuma, Arizona, President Biden, sold off all the material we had. That, I say we because our tax dollars pay for it. And then rebought cheap material to finish part of the wall in Yuma, Arizona. They had all this material out there laying, and he sold it for like nickels to the dollar what it was worth. And he ended up buying some cheap steel from China or something for like, it was crazy. And I mean, I'm gonna bring you guys along until we make it to Tacos El Gordo. No, I think they said that he got 5% of what it was worth. I think he sold it to China too. I have to go back and find all that information. It's been a while. I don't know. Was it China that he sold it to, and then rebought some cheap material to build that wall, just to say that he was building the wall. Alright, I guess I'm gonna buffer here until I get out of the area. I don't even think I want tacos, to be honest, but I'm gonna get into that area. I know there's different spots to eat there. I'm kind of burnt out on tacos, burgers. I'm actually shocked, which in a good way shocked. And I'm actually also shocked that mainstream media has to come out and report this. Oh, we know that part. That doesn't shock me, actually. Let's see if there's any buses down here. There used to be buses for vans waiting for people down in this area. And what I mean by buses and vans, Border Patrol buses and vans. Oh, they have very good lighting now too. Interesting. Oh yeah, our government's doing their job finally. They have added lots of big bright spotlights to brighten up all that area while the walk is finished there. Oh, there goes Border Patrol right there. No more buses or vans. Let's see if they still have the no trespassing sign here. They used to have, under Biden's administration, they used to have signs up here that say no trespassing, and they used to stage their buses up here and hide them from the view. Their buses used to be way back here. Oh no, it's still, the sign's still up here. It says, yeah. So when Biden was still in office, there's no buses back there because they were staged back there before, and they'll wait until they get like 40, 50 people at a time. Then the bus will go down there where I was at and go pick up everybody and take them over to the processing center, and they would say non-stop all day deal. The sign's still here, but no buses, no Border Patrol, or it wasn't even Border Patrol guys, private security guards working as Border Patrol. Well, let me rephrase that, not working as Border Patrol, because nobody was doing their job. And this property here got bought out by, look at this guy, see that? U.S. Custom Border Protection. So this got out by our government to help speed up the process to get those millions of people in under Biden. And if you look at this, it's just a farm equipment and so forth. That got taken over by Border Patrol, CBP. Nothing but work trucks and stuff like that. Yeah, they're out there working hard. I'm pretty sure here in the next 2 months that wall and that spa will be completed. They have all the equipment out there already, ready to be used. I have to go to bed, man. It was a nice trip you showed me. Thank yous. Sir, you have a good night. Julius. Yeah, cartels have been shooting. Not in this area. They're up in the Matamoros area. Sonoyita, I think, so did too. Yeah, bye-bye NGO funding, right? I wish I would have got here earlier. Now I got some good footage to update everybody. Not much I could get footage-wise right now. We have it, guys, the update. I think everybody wants it. motel. I've stayed at the Motel 6 down here before too. Actually, the Motel 6 down here is a lot less ghetto. The area is a lot less ghetto than the National City. One time I was down here on a Saturday night, everything was like $300, $250 a night. That Motel 6 was like $120 a night. I ended up staying there. Good night, Blue Dog. Thank you so much for those prayers, and thank you for the support. An update on my mom tomorrow once I get off the stream. I'm gonna get on the phone with her, talk to her, see how she's doing. But alright guys, I want to thank you all for joining me here at IRT Media. Thank you mods, thank you viewers, thank you everybody. If anybody donated anything, I'll add it to the bar once I get off here. Make sure your notifications are on. I'll be live anywhere between 10:30 a.m. in the morning to about 11:30 a.m. in the morning. I'm going to try to be there at least an hour and a half before the event starts. That way, if there's any protesters and so forth, they usually show up about 30 minutes to an hour before the event starts. So we'll be out there covering that. But yeah, thank you, mods. Once again, great job. Until then, y'all stay safe, be blessed, and we'll catch you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.